Hello, this is Caleb Barney with Russell Real Estate, and today I wanted to go over some common misconceptions from buyers and sellers in today's housing market. I'm coming to you, and it's currently the middle of November in 2022. This article was written and posted about a week ago through the Mortgage Bankers Association, and the title of it is Homebuyers, Sellers Have Plenty of Market Misconceptions. So essentially what the survey ended up finding was that the buyers and sellers are both extremely hopeful. They believe that the current market volatility is temporary and that the market conditions will fall into their favor. So the most common misconception for buyers is that home prices are going to fall significantly, while for sellers, the most common misconception is that they're still going to have multiple offers and quick sales. So basically, the buyers are very hopeful that, hey, prices are going to fall, the sky is falling, I'm going to get a deal just like, what happened in 2008. And we're just not seeing that. That's not going to be the case because housing supply is still so low. I did a video on this earlier today for my area in Northeast Ohio, and we're still at like 2 months supply for inventory. And they say that 6 months, most experts will say 6 months of supply is a balanced market. Anything greater than that would be a buyer's market. Anything less than that would be a seller's market. I disagree with that. I think more along the lines of 4 months is a balanced market. But either way, we're still at half that. So it still is a seller's market. But the cool part right now is if sellers are not pricing their home correctly, then it sits on the market, they start to get discouraged, and that's when you could swoop in and get a deal by offering less than you would have if they would have just priced it correctly in the first place. So that's the cool part there. I want to point out this or highlight this paragraph right here from Michael Perry, who's an agent in Salt Lake City. He says that buyers may think it's a better time to wait out the market, but in reality, there's more opportunity in this market than I've seen in the past 5 years if buyers approach real estate as a long-term investment. If prices or mortgage rates take a meaningful dip, all of those sideline buyers will likely come rushing back to the market, driving up competition and prices. If a buyer can purchase a home today, they have more bargaining power, more options, and more time to find the right home instead of being rushed into a purchase they might regret. And that's something that I really want to focus on for any potential buyer right now. I've been telling my buyers this, my clients that are looking to buy this for quite some time. If you can afford a home and if you want to move, then and you find the right home, then make an offer, because that seller is hearing all of these scary headlines about days on market increasing, people not getting what they're asking, and they maybe they do think the sky is falling. So put an offer in, have your agent talk with the listing agent, see if they have any other offers, and that can determine how strong you go in or not. Because if they don't have any other offers, you don't have to offer asking price, go in below asking, try to negotiate. Like, now's the time, because last year we didn't have any time to do that. You had to rush into a decision. You had 1 day to decide, hey, am I going to make an offer on this property? If you don't decide then, it's going to the next buyer because they had 10 offers on the property. You had to waive your contingencies. You had to waive inspections, appraisals, everything like that, and you were paying above asking. So if you really do think that house prices are going to fall significantly, well, guess what? You're not the only one waiting for that. So I don't think that house prices are going to fall because we just don't have the supply. But if they do, or if interest rates fall significantly, then all of the other buyers who have decided to take a break are going to jump back in, and it's going to drive up the prices again. So, but like I said, I don't think that that's actually going to happen anyways. And I'm more in line with Zillow here, where it says that they find a rapid drop in home values is unlikely, and they're actually projecting that prices are going to increase only about 1.3% by September of next year. Of course, this is looking at it nationally, and there is no such thing as a national housing market. And in fact, what I ended up doing, I ran the numbers today for Northeast Ohio within a 10-mile radius of where I live in Strongsville, and prices are up 12.4% year over year in just the areas that I serve primarily. So we're still seeing double-digit increases as far as home price appreciation, but I do expect that to slow down pretty considerably. Maybe not to that 1.3%, but I could see it dropping by, say, half of that. So if we're at 5 or 6%, that would be much more healthy in my opinion as well. The other good news is that the survey found that buyers do appear to be taking advantage of today's more favorable market. Again, there's just fewer buyers out there, so you have less competition as a buyer. So it says that 55% of buyers are making offers below the list price. It also says that 40% of the agents are saying that today's buyers are including more contingencies in their offer, or more than 40%, so it's 43%, are including inspection contingencies, appraisal contingencies. See, that's what I like doing as a buyer's agent, is just actually negotiating and feeling like, hey, we are actually protecting you, as opposed to some of the deals last year where you had to waive inspections if you wanted to truly have the best shot at getting your offer accepted. It does say that sellers have been really clinging on to some of those outdated beliefs that they can still sell their home above asking and over the weekend, and that's just not the case anymore. So days on market are starting to go up. They are starting to have to, whether it's stage the home or at least make sure that there's necessary repairs done before listing their home. And really, the most important factor is pricing the home correctly from the get-go. Because the example I like to use is, say your home is worth $300,000, and you want to list it for $330,000. Well, we already have fewer buyers this year than we had last year. In fact, purchase applications are down 40% year over year. So you already have fewer buyers that you're marketing to. And then when you overprice a home, that's just going to really limit who is going through and looking at your property. So it's not going to sell at $330,000. Most people won't even put an offer in. So you have to drop the price. Maybe you're dropping it to $315,000 after 2 weeks. You're cutting it in half of where it should be. Well, chances are it's not going to sell at $315,000. Maybe you'll get an offer, a lowball offer, but maybe not. So 2 weeks later, you drop the price to $300,000 where it should have been priced from the get-go. And at that point, it's been on the market for 30 days. People are wondering what's wrong with this house. I'm recording this, it's November 18th. So 30 days from now, it's going to be a week before Christmas. You're going to New Year's. We live in Northeast Ohio. Winter is going to only get worse for the next couple of weeks or months, potentially. And that stale listing, which should have sold easily at $300,000, is now probably actually going to sit a little longer, and you might actually have to sell below the $300,000, which would have been fair market value if you had just listed it correctly from the beginning. It says that competitively priced listings are going under contract in 19 days nationwide, whereas other homes are lingering on the market for 54 days. So, and 28% of houses are having to have price decreases just because they started too high. So that's basically what we're looking at right now. Those are some of the misconceptions. If you have any of these misconceptions, or if you think that I'm wrong, definitely reach out, message me in the comments, send me a direct message. I'd be more than happy to talk. Again, my name's Barney. I'm a realtor with Russell Real Estate, and have a great day.